Good morning, Hugo.
Morning.
Welcome to the Beazley Bus.
Thank you.
We're delighted that we have you here today, and I have a few questions for you.
Yeah.
Hugo Wegbrans is, of course, the CEO for Western Europe at Willis. What do you think is the one risk that everyone is talking about, but is missing at the same time?
So I think it can't be anything else than supply chain. So everyone is talking around that, and everyone is trying to get a grip on that with their direct suppliers. When it gets deeper down into the supply chain, we are still quite ignorant on what's happening out there, and it's a quite diffuse and very complex area. So everyone is talking around it, but we don't really see it. So I think that's the key thing.
We haven't really captured it
No.
in all of its complexities. All right, thank you. Good answer. I know that this is spontaneous. So what extreme risks are on the rise in your view, and where at the same time capacities are shrinking? What's the breaking point that your clients fear the most in this high risk market?
Well, I mean, yeah, risks are on the rise. It's a dangerous world out there. I do think the short-term memory of our clients from the market we just came out of, the hard market. I think what clients fear most is that the market stops trying to find solutions for individual clients. So we're looking abroad and not on individual risks. So I think the biggest worry for clients is for insurers to turn their head away and leave risks with clients rather than try to find solutions, even if it's individual, even if it's partially. I think that's the biggest risk that clients face.
So big changes to underwriting risk appetite without trying to find solutions for individual cases. Yeah. All right. Which emerging risk do you think is overhyped, and which one is under the radar?
So I don't think there's a lot overhyped. Then on sort of the ones underestimating, I mean, I already said supply chain is one from a exposure point of view. And from a peril point of view, I still think cyber is one of the areas where it's moving so fast. So that's something that we need to keep our eye on and make sure that we come up with the right solutions.
A very dynamic risk that literally changes every day, or a couple of times within the day even. So the comfort is that you think companies are more resilient than we might think.
Yeah, they are. But everyone is moving there, and I think especially with the risk of cyber, it is evolving on a sort of very fast way, and it's up to us to make sure that we adapt to that as an industry to keep providing the right solutions to our clients.
Fully agree. Switching topics a little bit. So what do you expect from an insurer in order to build a real long-term relationship?
So I've got a pretty simple answer to that. It's transparency. As long as you sort of show what it is that you want, how you want to have it, and if it matches with a client, then you get a partnership. If it doesn't match, I mean, don't try to get in there. I think having an understanding from both angles on what you want, where you want to go, what your philosophy is, and matching that with each other, having understanding of each other's sort of pain points, I think that is the key to a relationship. Not trying to push or sell. It is something that, and it works sometimes for a very long time, sometimes for a shorter time, but the more transparent we can be, the less surprises you get, and the more long-term sustainability you got in relationships.
I love it because it's a really nice and Dutch answer, right? Transparency, honesty, just say what you do and do what you say.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
Those are the magic ingredients.
Yeah.
Love it. This is the one I'm always looking forward to. If you had to describe Beazley in one word, what would it be?
So a little think around that. And it's I think you're 80 years or 40 years or 20 years. It's still the sort of, you're young and old, but your body's still young. So you're agile, flexible. So it is something like, I think agile is a bit of a buzzword, but I would keep it like that. You're very able to sort of move with the market and the market circumstances. So young and agile, that's what we are.
Fantastic. That's the best news of the day. We're young and agile. I'll take that very personally as well. Yeah. Hugo, it's been a great pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us in the bus, and thank you also for being such a great partner to us. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Happy to.